Well, hey guys, I'm here with Meredith, and she owns S2S Functional Performance. Meredith, thanks for being with me.
Thank you for having me, Ryan.
Absolutely. Well, would you first just tell us a little bit about you and your background, and then how you started this business?
Absolutely. First of all, it's my honor and privilege to be able to serve this community. I grew up here. I was born in Dallas, but raised in Double Oak, Texas,
Oh,
since
awesome.
1984. So, despite the current pandemic that we're facing, it's always been really sweet to me to be able to kind of come back and serve in my community as an expert. So, I am a licensed doctor of physical therapy, board certified in orthopedics. Um, and basically we offer a performance facility environment, so anything from physical therapy to fitness classes and professional counseling, just to help people basically gain the movement their body longs for. So I'm sorry, Ryan, I don't even really remember your original question.
No, no. I mean, that's it. And really, I'm just curious to know, like, how is it that you decided to kind of launch out on your own? Because I know we off camera, you had mentioned like you had been working with somebody else. Like, what prompted that for you?
Sure. I've always been a little entrepreneurial minded, you might say. I mean, I think I've been trying to sell things since I was in elementary school. So, and having a heart just to try to improve things and make them better, right? So, I just saw a need when I first graduated as a physical therapist to help people not only restoratively. So, if you have an injury or you're dealing with chronic pain, but just saw the benefit to being able to like provide the knowledge and the expertise that I had to people to help them that were asymptomatic. So
Yeah.
we kind of coined the phrase of like helping restoratively as off and also preventatively. So my mission was kind of twofold, actually. I had this heart and this desire to be in charge and to lead something and to help the community, but was also a coach's wife, and I was pregnant at the time and wanted to be able to have a schedule that enabled me to provide for my family and be a mama. And thankfully, after 15 years, the Lord has just continued to open doors, and now I'm boss mom. But anyway, it's been a sweet
That's
journey.
right. You are boss mom. That's awesome. Well, so I love that. I would love to hear for especially for those who, are unfamiliar with S2S. Would you tell us how maybe the experience of somebody coming into your facility might be different? How are you guys unique in what you offer?
Sure. Things that are important to us at S2S are we have an acronym that stands for REACH that identifies our core values. And so relationships is number one in that acronym. And it's really our heart to just make people understand that they're known and valued. There's not one person who is the same as any other. I think that is the key thing that we hear from our community here is just that people's voices are heard. They understand that your shoulder hurts and how it affects your life is different from your neighbors whose shoulder hurts. Or if you've been dealing with scoliosis for a long time and you don't feel like anyone understands, like our first goal here is just empathy. So we really just, whether you're a fitness person coming in and you're looking for a safe, humble, just a safe home to feel known. And that's what we're about. So no matter how much we continue to evolve and how many people that we're able to serve, each and every person that comes through the door has a unique place here. And we really strive and we make it our intention to get to know them individually. So um, I think that's the main thing, maybe
Yeah,
that we focus on. So
absolutely. And you offer a wide range of services. So not only are you a physical therapy practice, but you have a fitness part as well. And then you even were telling me, yeah, to have a licensed professional counselor on staff. Can you talk about how all those pieces kind of fit together?
yeah, absolutely. Kind of going back historically, so I was a licensed physical therapist first. And as a dancer, growing up and kind of in the performing arts world, art always had a passion for Pilates. And so, just kind of real quickly telling you the long story as short as I can. Um, again, wanted to be able to help people from that preventative aspect, and so we brought Pilates on board. My husband Matt Tittle, who was a quarterback coach at Denton Ryan at the time, was kind of helping us actually bridge that into a less female kind of stereotypical exercise pathway, right? So Pilates at the time was still kind of up and coming, and it really was mostly known in a dancer female world. And the benefits were so great. I wanted someone with more of that athletic male background to come on board and help people with similar principles and understand the foundations of stability and good functional movement. So in about 2011, we kind of merged and we changed our name from Soul to Soul to S2S Functional Performance. And so kind of from the beginning, we have wanted people to understand what good foundational stability and good movement has really was all about. And so now you don't have to come in as a patient to move through that pipeline. We look at it more of like a circle. And so patients or people can come in just wanting a great place for fitness with sound instruction and knowing that they're going to get an individual attention, and more like in a boutique environment. You can come in as a patient, however, and maybe you're an elite soccer player, and your ACL has been rehabbed, but now you want a safe place to know that you can start doing more of that sports specific, Olympic even lifting, right? So there is a place for that. But if you're doing it correctly and just in the the realm of having the scope of expertise, and your therapist always under the same roof to provide that expert advice. And we also have people that are in their 5th, 6th, 7th, gosh, even 8th decades that, again, just know the importance of movement. We have a pretty smart community. Everyone understands that that's what they should be doing. And so we're kind of providing a place for them to feel, again, not intimidated and taken care of, modifications that can assist them, et cetera. And then from the counseling standpoint, we are really working hard to get that education and kind of that stereotype about, well, I don't need counseling, kind of to go away. And people will always come to physical therapy because they know their knee needs rehab, but there's a huge mental component to maybe dealing with pain or dealing with an injury that takes you away from what you love to do. And so whether you're a gymnast and you have a mental block, or you've got some fear, some anxiety, some performance anxiety, or you're worried that you're going to re-tear your ACL going back to a sport, or you're an executive and you had a stroke and you don't know how you're going to find your place back in the work field after those deficits. So our counselor just kind of comes on board and kind of helps just again, it's about the whole person. So when you're at S2S, we're not just treating your shoulder, we're not just treating your mind, we're treating all of you. So
yeah, well, and I can just hearing you say that, when I was at Marcus and Matt was coaching at Marcus at the time, I had a pretty significant knee injury in basketball, and the rehab process of that, so lengthy, and especially as somebody where maybe a lot of your day or what you do is wrapped up in that movement pattern, and now you're sidelined completely. Yeah. There is a massive mental component to that, so I can absolutely see the need for that. Yeah. Would you speak to the current environment that we're in right now? Obviously, it's changed the dynamics for you a little bit in terms of how you're actually dealing with your clients, your members. How are you guys adapting right now?
Absolutely. We've weathered many storms in 15 years, and I will say this is definitely the biggest. I think that most all of you feel that way. So right from day one, obviously implementing and really taking it seriously, Ryan. We want everyone to be safe. We want everyone to be healthy. So we called a very quick meeting as a Medicare facility, and we're already compliant with all of the CDC guidelines in regards to infection control, but we really heightened all of that, and we changed some policies in-house to just make sure I'm keeping not only the community safe, but my employees as well. So I'm grateful that we feel kind of empowered by our role as healthcare providers to be able to still help people, but letting them know that this is a very safe place. We're here to take care of you in that regard.
Definitely.
And then beyond that, to kind of answer your question, we also understand that people do have the need to stay self-quarantined, maybe and for many different reasons, and whatever that looks like. So we also very, very quickly, we've been thinking for quite some time about doing telehealth. In the state of Texas, it is within our Practice Act as licensed physical therapists to provide telehealth services, but being that excellence is another one of our core values, we just wanted to make sure that we had the best technology in place. Our therapists were trained how they needed to be, because our expectation is that the standard of care that someone gets in-house with us is the same if it's through a video communication like we have now. So anyway, we found a platform that we really felt highly about, and we updated some of our informed consent, and we have implemented telehealth. So we're also providing those services for physical therapy right now as well.
That's fantastic. Well, assuming I'm somebody who's watching this video right now and I'm going, I need these services, I need your help. What's the best way for people to reach out right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're here. You can call us. I know that you'll probably post the number. There's probably no need for me to say it, but I can. And you can also email us, obviously, or our website is probably the easiest place for everybody to go. All the information is there. Actually, you can request a virtual appointment. You can actually request any of our services or more information about that. And that's the number 2S perform.com. So
S2Sperform.com.
you got it.
Awesome.
Yes.
And I will post that in the post when I put this in the Facebook group. And hey, for y'all watching, please do reach out. Meredith clearly really cares about what she does and her clients, and her passion is obvious. So please do reach out if you're watching this and you feel like there's a need there. Meredith, thank you for being with me. Is there anything in parting that you want to say?
For sure. I just would like to tell the community this. One of the biggest things, we having a small group fitness classes, normally there are only 6 allowed in our classes. And I think one of the other silver linings this time is just our ability to just kind of be creative and innovative. And so we are offering unrestricted access to our virtual fitness classes right now. And we would love for everybody to take part of that. Again, our hope and mission is that everyone is still taking care of themselves, still understanding the importance of movement. I would kind of add to that just that how it helps with our cognitive functioning. If you're forced at home and outside of your normal routine and you're on the computer all the time and everybody's stress is heightened, just the importance that movement can help with like combating depression, as well as boosting your immunity. So please feel free to take advantage of any of those services. We're here for you guys. Just let us know how we can help.
Fantastic. And I will also post that information within the post as well. Well, Meredith, thank you so much for being with me today.
Ryan, thank you. Thank you.
Bye.